Madoka Magica X Identity V collab ideas, reimagined with new models and concepts. I made my original video around a year ago, and we have improved the mods and ideas a lot since.
Ew.
A lot of people have followed me and started manifesting for the collab with me since. So let's take a look at some fresh concepts. Now I still believe this collab should have an awakening, kind of system like Persona. And now that it has recently returned, people know what to expect if they use it again. Now, instead of the souls, I believe receiving grief seeds makes more sense. You will receive them when pulling. Then use 10 to awaken each girl from their school uniform into a magical girl with a really cool transformation. Animation, of course. There would of course be an essence with a shop, skin, and possibly a free one through event. Madoka Kanam as the Essence S tier, with Mami Tomo, Kyoko Sakura and Sayaka Miki as the A tiers, Homura Kemi and Shop, and possibly Nagisa Momo as a free reward in the event.
I'm Madoka Kaname, but you can call me Madoka.
Now I have always been the #1 believer in dancer Madoka, but I have also made pokes at my friend that if Identity V ever released a female archer, we would know Madoka X Identity V was on the horizon. Now, I am not sure what special S-tier effects they could give her, but you can suggest in the comments. A lot of ideas I have would be things given to her with an accessory, such as her pink fire and summoning symbol, and any possible animation changes. They could always go the route of incorporating her goddess form, but that would be a little silly. When it comes to her bow in her school uniform, skin, I am thinking possibly just a simple bow. Just wooden with maybe some ribbon or stickers on it, but hopefully Media's is creative.
Call me Homura.
Now, every time I post Homura clips, people are always saying she should be coordinator.
Instead, tell me you hate whimsy.
Homura as perfumer is such a fun concept, with all the time travel jazz. For her S-tier effect, I hope they incorporate Moemura in a way. I've said in the past that maybe she starts the round with her glasses and braided hair, but after you get chaired for the first time, there would be particles and her glasses would fall off and her braids would come undone. For her perfume, she would use her shield with a fancy animation, and for her school uniform, probably a regular perfume with designs resembling a soul gem. For an accessory, it would be interesting if they used gears and imagery similar to her time travel. Here's an old concept for further imagination.
Yippee! 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 I'm Mami Tomoe.
Mami is another one of those characters people are begging to be cored, but as much as it makes sense, I want barmaid Mami, silly, cute little teacups instead of
flare gun.
Like, I get it, but at the same time, tialayala. I think it would be cute too if she carries around a cute little cake tray that has her cakes on them. Then with her school uniform, she carries around her school bag. Both ideas I've shared before in my old art from a year ago. There's some issues with the way the teacups would be held, but Identity V has been so lenient with giving a tier collab skins, special animations. So it is entirely possible she could get a little bit of special treatment for her teacups. #barmaid Mami Tomo, cordless collab.
I promise that I, Magical Girl Sayaka, will do my best to protect the peace of Mitakihara City.
Halfway through, Sayaka Miki as Doctor personally just makes a lot of sense. She heals herself while kiting and supports with healing. There's not really a lot to it, so I'll bring up her other possible options as well. Sayaka could work on dancer, given her background with Kyosuke and her interest with music. I just don't think the overall abilities for dancer fit Sayaka very well. Her other option is antiquarian, but there's a choice very clear for her. I have also seen people say psychologist before, but there is no reality of Ada getting a skin without a meal. I also recently had someone in my comments saying meteorologist, which technically could work, but still would be just a little silly. Sayaka is a sword fighter and a healer at the end of the day, so she could work on most of the female survivors. In the comments, put who you would like to see her on the most.
I'm Kyoko Sakura. Pleased to meet you.
There is not really a lot to say about this one because it is a one-to-one. I don't think there is any other perfect choice for Kyoko. So with that, there really isn't a lot to say. She is an absolute perfect choice. Unless they give Sayaka Andy, which would be, choice for sure. If they theoretically did that, Barmaid is her second best option, which really isn't the best anymore. But before Antiquarian's release, she was the most fitting. Also back then, half my amazing reasoning was the way she stands similar to Demi when she is injured, and I thought it was absolutely perfect. Now we have Andy though, and it is foolish not to give Antiquarian her skin. For her stick, it would be her spear, of course, and technically could keep it in her casual clothes. But imagine a giant Pocky stick.
桃江渚なのです。自己紹介ですか？では、これだけは覚えてほしいのです。
Final magical girl. Nagisa's memory is one of the cutest things ever. They surprisingly align very well, and with Memory's popularity and Nagisa's cute design, it would be a little silly for Nidies to skip out on adding her. Unfortunately, since her introduction is in Rebellion, if we ever do get a collab, it is not assured they add her, but we can dream on. Her abilities I think are a bit more obvious, but I will state them anyways. Her paper can be replaced with her bubble gun, and her sync form as BB, and as you can see, her doll is her witch form Charlotte. Theoretically they could give her an accessory to add her bubbles, but I doubt they would add that as it is a lot for the most side character of the girls. But I really hope they add her because she is such a cutie patootie. The final things I would like to add before ending is most likely they would add a Kyubi pet, possible a BB pet and B tier accessories, and hopefully some super cute emotes for everyone. And that is all. Thank you for watching all the way through and keep manifesting.
Madoka X Identity V205.
Ho ho ho!